who feel that everybody could, if pressured enough, become and have a psychotic episode like this. And there are others who feel that only those who have a tendency to easy disorganization of the brain by their metabolism, that only they can get the psychotic trips. Because certainly when we analyze the underlying strife or conflicts that go on in a schizophrenic when they have recovered enough, that we find not too different a set of circumstances than what we find in the neurotic.
Parents strongly caution the following programs are intended for mature audiences over the age of 18. These programs may contain some material that many parents would not find suitable for children and may include intense violence, sexual situations, coarse language, and suggestive dialogue.
To save the patient from what would otherwise be a severe neurotic The patient that you saw me walking with demonstrates on the 8th day after admission the continuing presence of a catatonic panic.
All right, happy Monday night. Back to Sound Injection. We've got the band Leaving October with us tonight. How you guys doing tonight?
Good. What up?
So, since Kaylin's been gone for a while, I'm going to let her kind of start this out.
So, guys, I have been following y'all for a while, even have some of your merch. Obviously, I'm a fan of yours, but I do have a weird question. Who is the mom of the band?
Brandon. All day.
Oh, that was fast.
Hey, you ain't gonna like that.
Like I forget my water before.
Hey, I'll own up. I'll own up, okay? Because the bass player's got to be there for everybody, right? You gotta pull the heavy work.
You know?
I make sure everybody's on time, like, so I'll own up to that. I'll own up.
Yeah, he's a stickler about being on time.
Yeah. Everybody,
on time.
every band
On time
has to have like the dedicated mom of the group. So, you know.
You're a great mom. I just want you to know that.
Hold on, how can we change his name to Mom in the chat? Mommy.
Designated band mom.
Better quit, bro. We're gonna be grounded.
Oh, shit. No, I totally get that. It why is it always the bass player? That's what I want to know.
Well, you see, we take the responsibility for having to help everything, like with the drummer, so it just carries over to other facets of the life. So
I get like
because I need all the help I can get.
I'm like the band mom in all my bands, and I'm the fucking bassist, and I'm like, wait a minute.
It's just nature. Hey, it's Darwinism at its finest.
Brandon's just a nurturing, caring person.
Don't get all the credit they deserve. It's just,
Yeah, so we have to make up for it.
I
Other areas.
was gonna say, do we feel like we have to make up for it?
I think that's what it is.
Yep. Because it follows me everywhere. Bullshit.
Yeah. I think when you're born, like you just have to sign it. You just sign on the dotted line, like inaugural band mom to every band you're in.
It's an honorary cult, if anything. You know?
Fair enough.
He's gonna get bumper stickers for Christmas.
Oh, yes. Hey, I'm holding you
Certified
to that.
band mama.
Oh shit! All right, CB, you're up.
So tell us one of your exciting trips that you've gone to a festival or a show or something you guys have been to that actually turned out to be a disaster.
I feel like Josh has this one.
Yeah, I feel like Josh definitely has this one.
What, so we talking about this band or just like any band, like previous bands?
This band.
I feel like all of our stuff's been pretty good, but me and Zach had a run in with a crackhead in Albany, Georgia, so that was interesting.
Okay. All right. What's the story behind that?
So I come out of the venue and Zach is over by the road, like leaned over. And I'm like, I stand there watching him for a minute and I'm like, Zach, what are you looking at, dude? He's like, bro, come here. So I walk over. There's a guy walking 4-lane highway, walking down the middle with something in his hand. We don't know if it's a knife or a stick, just yelling, like not making any sense at all, right? The minute I walk over and we like lean out further to see him, I swear the dude turns around and locked eyes with us. He turned around, started screaming at us, and I was like, all right, Zach, we got to go. I didn't sign up for this shit.
Yeah, that's definitely some scary shit.
Other than that, I feel like we've been pretty fortunate.
Okay. All right.
No, I swear, every band has a crackhead story. Every band.
Like the
Actually,
initiate, you know?
one of my previous bands that I was on tour with, they had two of our guitarists, both of them massive potheads. I don't lie, they like to smoke the green a lot. So we had run out. We had no more. We weren't in any states where it was legal, where you could get to a dispensary or anything. So they decide that they're going to go over to the Greyhound bus station. I'm like, why are you going to the Greyhound station? They're like, they're always drug dealers at the Greyhound station. I'm like,
They're not wrong.
as fuck, but okay. So I stay there. And sure as shit, about 30, 45 minutes, they come back. And they got this, like, they come in, they're like, we got it. They take this wad of paper out. And I'm like, what is that? They're like, oh, it's in it. And they open it up, and it's completely fucking empty. Like, why'd y'all do? They're like, well, he was kind of a crackhead, but, fucking, he was like, needed the money and had the weed, but he wanted something else. And so we paid him $100. I was like, well, you paid for $100 paper.
Got bamboozled.
Nope.
I'd have framed that piece of paper, though.
They were pissed. If I would have thought about that today, I would have framed that shit, because that shit was funny as hell. I made fun of them for the whole fucking rest of the damn tour for 3 solid.
I'm sure they loved that too.
Oh, they were mad. They finally were like, dude, you need to shut the fuck up. I'm like, you're the idiots that did it. You could have waited 3 days until we were in a state where it was legal, and you would have been good. Well, we didn't want to wait 3 days. Well, you lost $100 on the deal, so that's on you, homeboy.
And what did we learn?
Exactly. Don't trust a fucking crackhead. Exactly. So on that, if you guys could spend 24 hours with any musical icon, dead or alive, and learn everything that they know about the music industry, who would you spend that day with?
Oh, God.
Oof.
That's loaded.
That's a loaded question.
Yeah, can be.
That thing got a full clip and one in the chamber. Because damn,
I don't know. I'm off the wall.
We got only an hour.
You know what I mean? Like, he kind of like had a lot going on. He had like a partnership with Sony or something, or like bought him out. I don't know. Exactly.
Michael Jackson had enough money. He bought the Beatles.
Yeah, like
I mean,
like if anybody's gonna tell me how to do it, I trusted that guy. So that's what
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, who wants to go next?
I'd say probably Art Alasakis from Everclear, because that was old school shit. They come up back in the day when you didn't have like social media and things like that. Like they had to go do the footwork. So, and he's still around doing it. And so, yeah, I think that's who I'd sit down with.
Yeah. I actually got the chance to talk to him for about 45 minutes once upon a time. I guess it was about 7 years ago. They played, out close to me, and it was a smaller show. It was only about 40 or 50 people that showed up, but I stayed afterwards because the owner of the bar was a friend of mine, and I usually would help clean up afterwards. And he stayed, and he sat there drinking beers with us and fucking told us all kinds of fucking shit. That man had stories.
I bet that dude got some stories.
Oh, he did. He had stories for days. And I could have sat there till 6 a.m. the next morning fucking listening to his stories.
I met him at Club LA in Destin. And I was like, dude, you don't know this, but you raised me through my teens, and I appreciate that.
Fair enough. That's the first time we've ever got that answer. So I like when we get new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Brandon, what you got?
Man, I've been stalling. I truly don't. I don't know, because see, it's not just like that question is not just who as a like musician you could learn from them, but you're talking like industry, you're talking business and everything, and like so
the deep shit.
There are people that like have come to mind, but I'm like, well, if I met them and tried to ask them about the industry, I don't know that I would get very far. They tell me about everything that is terrible. You know what I mean? All the things, all the bad things they experience, rather than, hey, you could do this. Like every thought that's coming to my mind is like, I don't know about that. Because at first I was like, I don't know. Everybody in Tool has paved their way, but I'm like, well, they didn't put their stuff on Spotify for a long time, and they were very like, like shunned a lot of things, and so I don't know. Can I piggyback off of somebody?
I mean, if you really want to.
Oh man, I don't know. I'm gonna steal Zach's answer.
I didn't even have an answer.
Hey, okay, so Zach and I have a joint answer.
Hey, Brandon, I got you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Go.
See, this is my answer, but Zach's
We'll
telling it.
Okay, because there's two of us, I'll give two answers. I'm gonna do David Gilmour, and I'll let you do the other one.
Hey, wait. Okay, hold on. Oh, that's messed up. Okay, then I don't know. So I would say, oh, well then John Mayer, because that's like kind of your guy. But then at the same time, I don't know that John Mayer could help you with the music industry aspect of it.
Hey, you never know. You don't know until you sit down with them.
Never know.
That is true. That's very true. I feel like he gives a lot of very broad answers. It's like a box, but you're outside of the box. And the box doesn't exist until it does. It's like, oh, okay, cool.
Exactly.
Then you're like, oh.
I've met guys.
That's who you need to be buying weed from.
I've sat down with guys that I thought would know a lot, and they didn't know shit. And then I've sat down with guys that I had no clue who the fuck they were, and they ended up being, having all this knowledge that I would have never known, and just kind of like spit shit out. I'm sitting there thinking, well, all these fucking massive rock stars should have all these answers, but sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
You really just don't know until you sit down with that person and find out what the fuck they know.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Kaylin, you're up.
What is the pettiest thing that y'all have fought over as a band?
I feel like Jody's got this. That's smirk said it all.
No, we have a song called Hash It Out that's not on our EP yet. So when she was just saying petty arguments, I was just thinking there's a whole song written about petty arguments for us.
Man, what? Yeah, I'm
kind of.
I don't know. Zach's pretty bad about stealing stuff from hotel rooms, and we've gotten on to him about
that. This is the ongoing pettiest argument that still happens, and I think it's just like the essence of every guitarist when you're at practice. We'll be sitting there discussing band ideas or like a song idea, and like we'll have like this riff going. Brandon will be playing it, and I'm listening to it, and then Zach just comes out of left field with some shit that's nowhere near on his ADHD, just playing something completely different. Shit's way too loud. We're all sitting there trying, like, we have all unanimously at the same time looked at him and just been like, Zach. That enough. So
Yeah.
I would say that's probably the petty thing that happens all the time, but that's
I mean, it's not petty. I'm just,
It's real hard to discuss writing a song when somebody's playing fucking Freebird in the background or something like that. You know, it's like you're making it really easy to concentrate right now, dude.
Like we're sitting here thinking about a mean ass riff. He's playing easy like Sunday morning.
Hey, to play the song we were writing over a totally different song, it just makes you a better musician.
Does it though?
Is it really necessary?
Necessary.
We see with us. It wasn't. It was never the guitars. It was our drummer. Like it was our drummer every single time. Every time.
See, I'm pretty good about it.
Yeah, I'll have to back him up, and it's not just because I play bass. That he is better about it. But yeah, Zach's probably the world's worst about it. I lived with Zach for a time. I got to tell on him. There would be some pressing matters in the household that I'm like, hey, like I need to talk to you. Like I'll knock on his door and open it up, and he'll be sitting down watching a show. And I'll just I'm talking about a heart to heart talking to him, and he will stare straight dead at me and reach to his bed where his guitar was laying as I'm trying to talk to him, and then just start playing, just noodling the entire time. I'm like, whatever, and I just leave the room.
Just establishes a soundtrack to the conversation.
I have a song. So for like day-to-day activities, I can be washing dishes. I have a song for everything I do. Like random songs just pop in my head, and I'm like,
See, with me, it depends on the mood I'm in.
Yep.
All depends on the mood. You know what mood I'm in depending on what I'm listening to at work. If I've had a really shitty day, you're gonna hear like Whitechapel and Cattle Decapitation blast out of the car because I am pissed. And that's the shit. Like I'm going like extreme death metal if I'm mad as fuck. But cleaning, yeah. Well, there's certain things I can't listen to when I clean because my mother listened to it whenever she cleaned when I was a kid, and it gives me PTSD. Because like I knew when that shit came on, we had to haul ass out of the house, or we were gonna be stuck cleaning baseboards all day. Like you knew if you heard Kenny G or Ace of Base, you better get the fuck out of that house,
bro. Ace of Base, dude.
Yeah.
You better not half-ass it either.
No.
You better not.
No, the minute you heard that saxophone playing or fucking that damn fucking Ace of Base song, you better fucking book it because you're fucked. You're gonna be cleaning. I was like, nah, Mom, I'm going to play football with the guys. I'm out. Fucking gone. All right, CB, you're up on deck, brother.
All right, so if you guys could play on stage with an inflatable suit, which suit would it be? And y'all have to wear the same one.
We all have to wear the same one?
Yep.
I'll make it different.
Okay, yeah, let's make it different. Which one would each of you use?
So you mean like those Halloween costumes, like the inflatable T-Rex or whatever?
Yep. Okay,
so I am grabbing the one where it looks like you're being taken by the alien.
That's popular.
That's my favorite.
The pro one.
I think I'd probably be like the cowboy riding the T-Rex.
Okay.
Because I'd be running around a lot, you know what I mean? Like I'm not going to be stationary, so that leaves a lot to the imagination.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
I'd be the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yes.
Yeah, you are.
Oh yes.
Okay.
That was my answer.
Dude, I'd be one of
Yeah,
those
that'd
little blow up dudes that they have at like car washes that does that shit. You know,
Wait,
yeah. Woo, fucking all over the place.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, either that or there's Gizmo from Gremlins. Although I do have a onesie of it. No, I'm never going to fucking wear it on the show again. Don't even fucking ask me.
Next show.
Well, that answers my next question.
We
Got
gotta
it.
have pajama onesie night.
All right.
Yeah.
You better give me
Can y'all interview us again when we do that?
Last time I got put up to that was fucking Meg that I got put up to, and I had to do it, and I almost threw up by the end of the show because I was overheating.
I'll put a fan on you.
All right, fine. All right, so if you guys had a choice to choose 3 bands plus yours to go on tour with, who would you choose to go on tour with?
Oh, that's good.
Ooh.
I'll let Josh go first.
Damn, dude.
Me and Jody can come up with one, and then you and Brandon can have one.
Oh, so it's like 3 that we agree on, or 3
I think
separate?
3 we agree on because I mean
Okay,
I feel
I
like
didn't-
we'll be pretty close anyways.
Well, I didn't know if it was like
At least
I was
in
giving
3 of them.
You were giving 3, they were giving, or, I didn't know how it was going. Oh, I'm gonna say mine.
So they have to be current bands or
No, they don't have to be-
any band.
yeah, you can pull their old asses out of the grave if you fucking want to. I don't give a shit.
We're talking Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch
Yes,
coming
sir.
I
back.
mean, if you really want to, I wouldn't suggest it. But I mean, if you really,
I don't think we would.
Yeah, hell
I
of
don't
a
think
show.
we would mix. I don't think we would mix good. Our sound wouldn't match Marky Mark, dude.
I'd definitely go with Fuel though. That'd be
Fuel?
mine. Yeah.
Fuels that feels good. What you think, Brandon?
I mean, I'm a Tool stan, so I'd have to say Tool.
Yeah, you are.
Solid,
Yeah,
that's
you are.
solid.
And I think you know, I don't know, our music kind of complements that. I think that would kind of work.
okay. I'm a big Tool
So I'm
fan.
wi-
So that
I'm wearing a Seven Dust hat, so I'll go with Seven Dust.
I knew it.
Okay.
I knew it. I should have said something.
Yeah.
I knew it.
We should have said 7 Dust to make Josh say something else.
Well, I was gonna say Head PE, but I changed my mind.
okay. Well, I mean, both are good, so you know,
Yeah.
fair enough. Fair enough. All right, Kaylin, you're up.
Have you ever had a fangirl moment? And who was it with?
Every day when I'm in the studio with Jody.
Shucks, me?
I will make you blush.
No.
I gotta shout out Brendan Starr because he keeps commenting. He has a new song that's releasing this Wednesday called Foolish Heart. Everybody, please make sure y'all stream that and playlist it this Wednesday.
Hell
Thanksgiving.
yeah!
Foolish Heart.
Yeah, we love.
If you don't do it, I'll cry.
Yeah, we love Brendan.
He
We
will,
need, we gotta have Brendan back on the show at some point.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. So who did you have that fangirly moment with?
I was like, Josh, you probably got this one too.
Yeah. Oh, no, I seen.
Dude,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I mean, when you're 7, you don't really grasp it. You know, you're not.
I'm saying like the only other options I have at that point is like Undergrounds and Buck Cherry. You know what I mean? So like, Buck Cherry was cool. Buck Cherry.
I'll tell him myself.
Dude, I don't-
Mine was Power Man 5000.
Hell yeah!
But that was when they were like actually like big time relevant
Yeah.
because we got to open for them, and this was God fucking like 20 years ago. And we got to open for them, and I like about pissed myself.
Yeah, that would have been badass.
But they came up talking to us, like treating us like no different than any other band, and I was like, he's talking. I'm like, who, me? Are you talking to me?
I've never had like an actual like fangirl moment, I guess. But the dudes in Aranda, I got to meet them, and I have a picture with them. And at that time, they had just played like Rocklahoma and stuff. And I loved them, and that was pretty cool. But I've never had just like oh my God, I can't believe I just met them. You know.
Yeah, that's me. I haven't had that yet. So
Yeah, I look forward to the day, but but I don't think I've come across that yet.
Who would
I'd
be
say
your
probably.
I did Ronnie.
Who would be my fangirl?
all of them? Like, if you haven't had that moment already, who would be that one that would be your moment?
Zach Wild, 100%.
I mean,
and I say that because I named my daughter after him.
Matt, you gonna fuck around? I'm gonna make it happen, Matt. Because you know I'm friends with them. So don't fuck with me.
He said fervent.
I know. That's why I was like, I know them guys, well, and ladies.
Jeff Tucker's in the house.
See, my big
Jeff Tucker.
I would probably faint either on Rob Zombie or Marilyn Manson. I would probably fucking collapse because those are my two fucking idols, and I would just lose my ever loving shit.
I'd say meeting Art Alexakis was pretty nerve wracking. I drank Jägermeister with Jared from Head, so I was a little nervous when I first started talking to him. But after a couple shots, it's a little easier.
Well, yeah, you get that liquid courage.
Yeah, bro. I don't know, man. I'm honestly like, it's cool because I've met a lot of people, but I try not to take up a whole lot of their time. I'm just like, hey, what's up, man? Huge fan. Nice to meet you. Catch you later, dude. Probably the longest conversations, though, was Art and Jared from Head.
Okay. Fair enough. How about you, Brandon?
If I ever got to meet either of the members of 21 Pilots, I would probably lose my shit.
Oh, I love 21
I
Pilots.
do like 21.
That is my shit.
My fiance and I saw them on their last two tours, and that just
See, that's how I found out about them, was seeing them live. I didn't even know who the fuck they were, and I got to see them. They were headlining a show that I was doing interviews for in Jacksonville, and they were headlining. I'm like, who the fuck is 21 Pilots? And I like watched their shit. I was like, oh, okay, all right. Metalhead, shit's badass. I fucking love this band.
Yeah, they're pretty dope.
All right. Well, Zach and Jody pretty much are fangirling over each other, apparently. So,
hold on, let me just.
Oh no! There is a parental advisory at the beginning of the show.
He's strategic.
Y'all are pretty close to each
Hey guys,
other.
we have that covered, right? Like we're not
No,
gonna
but
get a strike.
Both of you, like if you were to
no.
have a major, if you were to have a major fangirl moment, who would it be?
I've got two I know of for sure. If I ever got to meet Ronnie Radke or Matt Shadows from Avenged Sevenfold, those two would be fun. I'd faint. Like straight up. Legs would give out.
I get you.
And it's like, because I don't know, with I really listened to like the Divorced Dad rock a lot when I was little. And so like my transition over into metalcore, where I really started listening to like Asking Alexandria, Falling in Reverse, Breaking Benjamin, all this kind of like stuff. Like how Josh said, dang, what was the name of the dude you said like raised you basically? Art.
Yeah.
That was Ronnie for me. So like Good Girls, Bad Guys, Drug Me As You, I'm Not a Vampire, or whatever it is. So like he was kind of like a staple at any point in time when my music had ever changed, like my playlist had changed. There was always Falling in Reverse kind of there. So, and same thing with A7X, except that came a little bit later when I was about, I don't know, maybe 17. But I've yet to hear a song that I don't like from them. So,
Fair enough. All right, CB, you're up.
All right, so I'm going to bring back a question from a long time ago. So, are you guys Star Wars fans?
God damn you, motherfucker!
Or Star Trek fans?
Star Wars.
Star Wars all the way.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes. Don't you start this shit with me.
It's already
There are
fucking
no
started.
Star Trek fans here.
Funny story. It seems like every time that we go and play a show like out of town and we have to stay in a hotel or whatever, there's always a marathon of some franchise going on. And I think the latest one was Star Wars. But the
Yep.
very first time we played in Tallahassee and we stayed at a hotel in Quincy. And it was the trippiest thing because we started the night watching Harry Potter. And then we got back to the hotel at like it was like 2 a.m. or something.
Yeah,
And
it was late.
the TV in the lobby was still playing Harry Potter. And then we woke up the next morning to the same movie that we had started when we fell asleep or whatever. And so like it was this weird like Groundhog Day moment. It was, yeah.
No, see, he just likes to do that because he knows it gets me riled up because I'm a huge
Well, I mean, we can go all day long if you want.
You shut your fucking mouth. We're not going there because I won't stop. No, absolutely fucking not. We're moving on. So if you guys
That's
could,
passionate.
yes, I was introduced to Star Wars when I was a small child, like ever since
Same.
I could
Yeah.
remember. And that's like my big like watching that with my great grandfather, and he was one of the ones that helped raise me, and like Star Wars played such a huge pivotal part of my entire life, and I've always been diehard Star Wars. And when that movie Fanboys came out with them fighting Trekkies, I was
Rush.
like,
All the time, Rush.
yeah.
I
Well,
forgot
listen,
about that.
Taking this man butt rush 24/7.
Well, see, now, as far as Star Wars goes for me, I've only saw the original 3 that came out, and then he introduced me to all the rest of it. So it was like living a whole different side of Star Wars for me.
Oh yeah, I made him watch all the animated series and fucking everything, and I haven't even pulled out the graphic novels and comic books yet. I ain't even
Watch the
watched
Christmas
that.
special.
Hell yeah, I did. I fucking watch everything, even the shit that's made for kids. I watch that shit too.
Was it
I'm
Caravan
so
of
glad you
Courage?
said that because I was a nerd for the Lego Star Wars game when it came out. Which, given I was a child, but like I remember, like I played that game religiously every day after school for like a year. And they came out with.
Oh yeah, anything Star Wars. I even collect the goddamn Funko Pop bobbleheads. Like I fucking collect the shit out of those things. I have a whole
Oh,
closet.
you got that expensive hobby.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Yeah.
it's expensive, all right.
My son collects the Funko Pop stuff, so some of those are pretty expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've
and
steered clear of that shit.
I've been collecting Funkos for like probably the better part of almost 10 years since they first came out. So, oh yeah. All right, Caitlin, you're up.
What is something fans would be surprised to learn about you?
That Zach steals hotel supplies.
Do you ever get charged for said thefts?
No, because he steals it
It's
from
all
the
like
maid's
the greatest
carts.
game anyway.
What? Oh, what?
There's a loophole there.
What do you do? Wait till those poor little ladies are in the fucking room and then go by and swipe them? Oh my God.
Off the cart, bro. What do you mean?
Dude, I'd be grabbing
Hold on.
mouthwash, body wash.
No, the last time we were in Albany, we didn't have a body wash dispenser in our tub. So I went down to the front desk and they just gave us one, and it was full. And, oh my God. He's not about to bust
He
it
still
out.
has
That's
it.
wild. That's wild. Yeah, no,
Memorabilia right
we were
there.
like, Zach, you're not taking that, are you? He's like, of course I am.
I'm installing it in my shower. What are you talking about?
So yeah, so I'll answer that for Zach.
Shit.
What was the question again?
Oh my God. What is something fans would be surprised to learn about you?
Josh?
So I'm drawing a blank. I don't know.
Any weird hobbies or things that you collect? What is something surprising that most people would not ever guess?
I have over 300 games in my PC Steam library.
Okay.
Quite a collection.
There's the body wash. There
Hey,
you
those-
go.
that looks-
They
that looks
wouldn't know that
familiar.
Zach kept the body wash.
Yeah, they wouldn't know.
Oh my gosh.
Freeze free,
But
man.
botanicals, the botanical gardens body wash, whatever it is. It always smells like paper towels to me.
I was gonna say that shit in Albany does not smell
Like
good.
the hotel soap, like in the dispensers, to me,
Hold
it
on. Who's
smells like
scared of bears? Who's scared of bears?
he's.
That's the drummer.
Me,
Sorry, somebody just got called out. I'm like, who the fuck's scared of bears?
somebody called me out. Yeah, okay, so maybe that would be mine. That yes, I will. The amount of shit that would leave my body if I come across a bear would be unimaginable, dude. So yeah, I guess that's probably it.
So obviously, you're never gonna spend a day hanging out with Alex Terrible.
Oh hell no, dude. I mean, no. If we're in the woods, fuck no, dude.
I mean, that dude straight up wrestles with his bear. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, I've seen it, which means I will straight up not wrestle him.
I don't blame you because that is one. He is a fucking beast in his own right.
Oh yeah.
Dude, the first time I saw one of those videos, I was like, bitch, you are out of your mind.
Hey, you know what? To each their own, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. See, I don't like porcelain dolls.
That's understandable.
Yeah, I can't I can't shit on you for that. That's
I'm
that's
terrified.
reasonable. That's
Terrified.
reasonable.
Terrified.
Well,
that's
growing
further.
up, my
That's
mom,
right.
for whatever reason, thought we
That's
needed
right,
all
yeah.
the porcelain dolls.
Uh,
So in my bedroom, I had a pink metal shelf that was as long as my wall, and it was lined with porcelain dolls. And so when I turned 14 and thought I was grown, I threw them all in the closet, and she was so mad at me. She was like, "Do you know how much money I paid for those? Like, and you ruined them." I was like, "I'm over it, Mom. My friends can't come over here and see the porcelain dolls no more."
no, my I guess she's my aunt. When we were little, she was only like a year older than me. Decided she knew that I was scared of porcelain dolls, and we were staying with my family up in Wisconsin one year. And I was real little, and I was terrified. She knew I was terrified of dolls. This was when like Chucky first came out. Chucky terrified me, fucking terrified me. I would not watch that, and I was a big horror movie guy, but I would not watch fucking nothing with dolls, nothing. And she decided one night to wait till I fell asleep. Oh fuck!
There we go.
So she decided one night to take a porcelain doll and put like fishing line around the neck
Oh hell no.
and string it over me and start like jerking it while I was asleep and making it like tap me on the arm. And I woke up and she made it like pop up. I pissed myself and shit myself all in the same fucking round and took off fucking running out for that goddamn door. I hit the fucking front door. I busted the whole glass because there was like a fucking glass barrier. Busted the fucking glass. Oh, I was getting the fuck out of there. I didn't care who was in front of me.
Bro, that is serious.
I was risking life and limb to get the fuck out of there.
Wile E. Coyote busting through the wall.
Oh yeah, I don't think I slept for like 2 weeks. I had nightmares over and over and over. And my mother was like, "You put another goddamn doll in front of this fucking kid, I'll kill you." Because I am not staying up with him any fucking more. Because they still fucking freak me out.
Mm-mm.
All
All right, CB, you're up.
So speaking of scary shit, what is the one movie that scared the shit out of you when you were a kid?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay.
So this may be a bit of a shocker to you guys, but it's a movie called The Grizzly.
I mean, I
know you didn't see that coming.
Absolutely not. We had no clue.
Yeah, man. Throwing curveballs at you.
For me, it was Blair Witch Project.
What?
I know. But it was just, when I was young, it was just such a weird movie.
That
And I didn't
movie
know
was I slept through half that shit. It was so goddamn boring.
it absolutely terrified me. I didn't want to go in the woods for years.
I don't know about all that, but at that time when that come out, you know, I was like, what, maybe 8 or 9. And so watching that as a kid, and my parents had it on VHS, and I was watching Child's Play at 3, so I was allowed to watch whatever. And watching that at like 8 or 9, I remember it was scary as shit. Like, it was really scary.
Jody's getting called out.
Oh, no.
Jody's getting called out.
No. Dude, you know, I'm still scared of the ocean, to be entirely honest with you. But like, I don't know. That one's kind of it's weird because like I don't know. I think it's called like thalassophobia or something. And it's like if you're suspended in like a huge body of water, like I don't know, it just kind of like inspires fear. And Jaws was just like a perfect example of that, which was a fear I didn't even know I had because I was like 4, you know.
All right, fair enough.
I found
so
out.
I also didn't like clowns. Like Tim Curry and it fucking scared the shit out of me.
Like,
and then you turned into a clown.
But Tim Curry
is. But we're not talking about that. They say it's best to face your fears, so I think I faced my fear pretty well.
You embraced it.
I did. I just haven't embraced the porcelain dolls, and I'm not.
I got one for you.
You shut the fuck up. you can fuck
Give
right
one to his
off.
house anonymously.
Oh, dude, no.
He lives with me. He's in the room, like right across from me.
CB's gonna put an elf on the shelf.
It's gonna be the porcelain teacup on the shelf.
I just threw the paper towels out his fucking door. All right. So if you guys could do a collaboration album with another band, who would you want to collaborate with? And I'm talking all members, the whole fucking enchilada on one album.
I feel like we would all kind of lean towards Tool. If like that. That's what I don't know. I'm not answering for everybody, but that's what I would
Yeah, but I mean, we can't
I'd be
let Josh
intimidated
feel
trying to write an
bad.
album with Tool. I'm not gonna lie.
Can you imagine Danny Carey and Josh being in the same room? Josh would be like, cool. Like he'd play something and you'd be like, all right.
Was it my
turn? I'm gonna head out.
Yeah. You want me to do what?
I'm out. I'm done.
Now featuring Josh on Electric Triangle.
I really think the current lineup for Breaking Benjamin would be a fun like deal to play with and make music with.
For sure.
Ben Burley would be a fun guy to be around to make music with.
Yeah, I've got to see them twice, and they are fantastic. And I've met their guitarist, Keith Wallen. I've met him. once, and he was pretty cool, dude.
The bass player has a beautiful bald head.
Oh,
There's something to be said for people who are bald.
It works for some, not for others.
There he goes.
He's gone.
He got intimidated by the Danny Carey talk.
I'm done. I can't do it. I'm gonna break under the pressure.
Mhm.
All right, fair enough. All right, Kaylin, you're up.
While you were on stage performing, have you ever looked out and seen someone in the crowd just doing something absolutely hilarious?
Oh yeah. Definitely. I think we were playing at like the Dive or something, and Brandon let me have a pair of shoes because all I had was boots, basically, something together to be presentable on stage. And I think this was like our set. And there was a band that had played before us, and the dude was like coked out. Like one of the dudes was like so coked out it was unreal. Like I could have sworn he was shaking. Brandon knows exactly what I'm talking about. But me and him had the same pair of shoes, so I unfortunately became the fascination of this bastard. So we're on stage, we're playing, we get like halfway through the set, and I don't know if you seizure or dancing, but whatever it was, this dude was doing it. And it was like in the back of the crowd, like he was working his way up, like they parted for him and shit. The dude was the main character for all of about 15 seconds until he busted his ass. So that was
Yeah, I remember that one.
that was an odd one to watch. And then try to keep my composure at the same time.
Yeah. Funny thing is like a couple of years before the formation of this band, that same guy was at the same venue in a different band that me and Zach were in, and he was coked out of his mind, and he's like, dude, let me play the guitar, and so Zach was like, okay, and he just handed him the guitar, and like he just proceeded to just, I mean, not do anything. It's, you know how that goes. But yeah, so that guy's kind of infamous in that venue, I suppose.
All right, that's interesting. Okay.
I didn't even know about the
That's
prior
exactly how we
incident.
felt.
Yeah, I didn't even know that happened
Yeah,
at all,
no,
too.
I thought we had told you that.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, now
All
that
right,
you mentioned
CB.
it, you did say you were familiar with him
All right.
beforehand.
so if you guys could offer advice to any bands that are brand new, any people that would like to start a band, what would that advice be to them if they don't know anything about all of the experiences that you guys have experienced so far?
Enjoy it. Enjoy what you're doing. If you don't love it, then find out how to love it.
And if that doesn't
go with
work,
that.
then stop because you're not doing it right.
I mean, deep down, you have to really enjoy the craft and the experience and everything that's with it. Another thing too, though, is that go ahead and understand that there's going to be differences, and you are going to argue to some extent, because you can't, like, humans are not designed to be together 24/7 and get along. It's just not going to happen. There's not a single person on this earth that you can be with, like, shoulder to shoulder all the time and completely get along with it. So that's more of like the positive and negative side of it, in my opinion, of like, love it, enjoy what's going on. If you don't love it, then change something about it, and understand going in that if you're in it for the long haul, that there's going to be disagreements, but don't let that be the thing that tears it apart. Like, figure it out, compromise, work on it. It's a family. You know,
Write a song about it.
yeah.
Or 12.
Exactly. Do a whole goddamn album on it. Fuck it.
I would say probably my biggest thing I would tell them is, be ready to be uncomfortable. Like, expect that, especially just starting out, because that was the biggest, I guess, speed bump for me. Because this is like the first band I've ever been in. These guys have played, together on multiple different bands quite a few times. So I was definitely green coming into this. Never played on stage or anything before, and so my showmanship and stage presence was not nearly where it needed to be, obviously, because just of my inexperience. But it was through like being uncomfortable and being okay with it, and just kind of like growing from that is where everything kind of started to come together. So I would say just go play and be ready to be uncomfortable would be the advice that I would give.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So on that,
I would just say 100% do it for the passion of it. Do it because you love it, and don't go into it thinking, oh, I'm going to write these songs and be a millionaire. And, none of that bullshit. Literally just do it just because you love it, and screw everything else.
all right, fair enough. Fair enough. So on that, what is the hardest thing that you guys have had to learn together as a band? Brandon's laughing. So Brandon, you're up. I don't know. He's already got something.
I mean, ultimately, it's just when times get tough, it's getting along. That's been the hardest thing. I mean, when you're together, for a while, like this formation, us four have been together for close to 2 years now, if it's already been 2 years. But like me, Zach, and Josh have been together for like 5 years. And so it's just, figuring out how to put the jigsaw together of these different personalities and stuff, and figuring out a way to make everything work, not that it's a struggle. That's not what I'm saying, but it's like when those differences do arise and they start to rub a little bit, it's figuring out how to get past that.
Fair enough. How about the rest of you?
My thing is not jumping on. My thing's not jumping on impulse. That first thought you get when something's going on, be it with band members or venues or whatever, that first impulse thought, don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Let it breathe for a couple days, and then try to figure it out. That's been the hardest part for me to learn.
Yeah, that is a hard lesson, because Jags even knows, like, I'm one of those, I have to have a minute, because if I pop off like that in the heat of the
it's
moment,
not going to be pretty.
It's not good for nobody. So yeah. I have definitely learned to take a minute. So.
Fair enough. All right, Kaylin, you're up.
So what inspired the name Leaving October?
Oh, Brandon,
go ahead, buddy.
Do you want the real answer? The real answer is boring. I can come up with one if you want me to.
Pop it off the dome. Give us something good.
No pressure. No pressure.
So, I mean, this is my genuine opinion of the band name. How it came about is really boring, but what it has turned into is really interesting to me. So how it came about was literally just we had gotten together and we decided that we wanted to write music and all that together. And it was genuinely just, hey, we need to figure out a name. And so we're all just throwing out names, words and stuff. And it was just one of those things that I was like, Leaving October, and Josh and I looked at each other and we're like,
gotta
there's
get something to it.
There we go. Okay, cool. I guess that's it. And that was literally it. But it's turned into, I hate to use the cop-out answer, and it's like it is what you want it to be, but it kind of is.
Mm-hmm.
And like in my mind, in my own personal opinion, Leaving October is like I'm a fall guy. I like autumn, I like fall weather and all of that. So like Leaving October, in a way, I know technically if you're looking at a calendar, Leaving October is going into November. That's all autumn. It is what it is. But if you're leaving October, it's like you're leaving something that's comfortable. It's something that's, homely, and you're going out somewhere else, whether that's a new adventure, or just like doing something scary, stepping out into the open, but it's just one of those things. It's growth. It's, it truly is. It's whatever you feel like it is to me.
So, like on the cover of y'all's CD, because I have one and it has the calendar on it. Is that what, like, leaving October? You're leaving the month or whatever.
So that's more of a pun, because if you actually look at the calendar, the EP is called October 32nd.
Yeah.
And if you look at the calendar, there's not 32 days in October, but we put 32 days on the calendar. So it's more of a tongue-in-cheek thing. But again, I mean, it's one of those things. It's like, that's the cool thing about having physical media, is you look at it, there's no explanation. It's not typed out for you. You look at it and it's what you want it to be. It's what, it could be 1,000 things. And that's what's awesome, hearing different people try to guess or, come up with things, because it's a different thing every time. No one person or no two people are going to give the same answer.
I wouldn't have known that. Like, other than just looking at it, but even then I didn't like study it, so
it was also kind of a play because we released it November 1st.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing.
Okay.
Fair enough. So CB gets the last question before we get into, we actually have a live song that y'all did. So before we get into talking about that song and playing the clip for it, CB, you get the last question of the night.
All right. So are you guys morning people or are you nighttime people? When do you guys feel the best at?
Nighttime, 100%.
Between 9 to 11.
Listen, I get joked on.
Person, but I don't stay up past midnight most of the time.
I love how you didn't add an AM or PM to that
at
all.
No, I'm only good for 2 hours out of the day. No, I'm not an early riser, but I don't like staying up super late either. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like the grandpa of the band, I guess.
No, you're not.
That's that's the band mom right there. Brandon's got that on lock.
No, I'm in my robe and house slippers at 5 o'clock sharp, eating dinner and going to bed at 7, waking up at 5.
Listen, I called him one night. I was like, Brandon, let's run to the bar and have a beer. And he was like, it's 8 o'clock.
Do you know what time it is?
How dare you call me this late, bro?
Listen, Josh, how do you think I stay this beautiful?
He's well rested.
Holy shit. All right. So the clip we've got, or video that we've got, is for the song Escape Plan. So,
no.
Yeah. So you guys want to tell us a little bit about the song, what went into creating that? There's a little bit of a backstory before we actually play it.
Jody, the floor is yours.
Well, the whole lyrical design of that song was just kind of like throwing out the aspect of mania. So like just being Eric, kind of having that, it's very there's a lot of exposure to a lot of issues, whether it's commitment or whatever have you. And so there's kind of like, I don't know, hints at, like I said, hysteria or moments of insanity. And that's kind of like what it's talking about. It's just kind of living through that in like a heightened moment where it's not necessarily a bad thing, but you're also like kind of warning somebody like, hey, shit's kind of loose right now. So, I mean, that's kind of like the aspect of the writing in it.
All right, perfect. So on that, we are at the end. We're going to actually play this live performance of Escape Plan. You guys stay put. We'll talk to you after the show. For the rest of you, we actually have 2 shows tomorrow, so make sure to join us for those. We love you guys. Have a great rest of your night. And here is Escape Plan by Leaving October.
I like the darkest embrace, leading into the things that are weighing me down. A carnival of the race, a bit see staying sharp. I'm killing away my problems, but I can see in the dead. Plenty of time to get out. There is no saving me. Yes, bastards count this way. I'm just protecting my energy. Lights out, a dead man walking. White noise and no one's talking. Wishing now the shadows are stalking me. Break the rules of my countdown. A playground full of little monsters. Oh my, what a lovely place to be. Plenty of time to get out, and there is no saving me. Yes, bastards count this way. I'm just protecting my energy. Plenty of time to get out. There is no saving me. Yes, bastards count this way. I'm just protecting my energy. I've been an addict, don't mind it's under attack. I'm cut from a different fabric, but then it's all running red. I've been a monster with thoughts.
Oh, shit.